Yo, welcome to Interviews with Ebony Jewel. I am Ebony Jewel. This is episode 3. This is going to be a little different. I went on Instagram and posted on my stories for my witnesses to ask me questions. And this is going to be a couple of them. I'm going to try to make them short and sweet. But yeah, let's check this out. Let's see how this goes. All right. So question 1, what do you find to be your favorite creative outlet? To be truthful, I think I get the same like self-reaction from all of them because they all come from the same source. I remember I called my brother Delo one time and I was like, yo, I'm feeling very weird. It was right after I like created something and I was like, yo, I'm feeling really weird. And I was asking him if he ever had this feeling. Like it felt like, it felt like I wanted to cry, but it also felt like I was like super happy, but it also felt like I can die. Like it was like this weird combination of things. But all positive, not in a sense like of, wanting to like, leave for negative reasons. It was just like, you know, you feel like this sense of emptiness and accomplishment and I did itness. I don't know what that is, but you know, like it's just like, you know, you have this idea and then it goes somewhere and then it becomes like exactly what you wanted it to be, and it's so fulfilling. So to answer that question, I would say all of them. All of them, or I wouldn't do them, you know, all of them. I think every type of outlet I have, they give me the same oomph. I mean, you know, in different aspects, like when I do music, I'm being so truthful of my story. So that's like a reliving of things. So that's like more emotional on a life basis, I guess, like a life experience basis. When I do clothing, I use more like of a social issue type effect or oomph to get to my point. And that's also like easy. Like clothing is very easy. Like designing clothing is easy. Doing furniture, that's fun because like it's because you know, I just try things and I just do things and I make things happen. And it's also fun like seeing materials, like different, you know, mediums to work with to accomplish whatever came into my mind. Writing is great as well, though it's very frustrating when I do write because though I can speak a lot of words, I don't know a lot of words, so like I'll be having to like Google and shit. But that's very fulfilling as well. It's also like kind of crazy too because I would go back to the writing 6 months, years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years later. And I'd be like, who the fuck wrote this? Like, it'd be like so surprising to me that I wrote it. But that's pleasing. So I don't know. I would say all of them. I do a lot of things. I love doing a lot of things. I love making stuff. I love doing like creative direction. I love doing all of it, like everything. I love enhancing people's creativity or ideas or whatever. I love doing all of it. Like, so it's all fulfilling. I'm sorry if that like cheated your question, but I find it all to be from the same source and gives me the same feeling. Second one is Why is my baby so damn cute? um, because because I made him. I had him. You know what I mean? It's my baby. You know what I mean? I made Camille from my own belly. He came out of my booty hole. I'm sorry, no, that's gross. No, why is he so cute? I don't know. I don't know, but he is. He is the cutest little fucking thing ever. So yes, I don't know. I don't know. Third question. What's most challenging about reframing your thinking from prior programming? What's most challenging? What's most challenging is getting others to do the same for themselves. Not to better me or anything, but for themselves, because when you start doing it for yourself, you start seeing other people's potential of being themselves, and it's kind of wild. And also it's kind what's really troubling is you see them, you see the program that they're on, and it just hurts your heart because they really, really, really believe in it. They really believe in it. And it hurts your heart because it's damaging them and everyone around them. But they don't see it. They just do not see it. They're drowning in it. And they think that it's okay. It's so gross. So I would say that that's the most challenging. It's like, for like, it wasn't challenging at all for me to reframe my thinking at all. Like there was no challenge whatsoever because I've always been a person to want that. You know, I was always in search of that, you know. So yeah, so it's not it, I had no challenges. None. But I am affected by witnessing others. Right? I am affected by witnessing others. I want others to be so good to themselves and the people around them. I want people to actually experience truth, you know, and not this fucking lie that's been poured into us from birth, you know. But it's very hard to do that because their parents had the same. So it's like, even to spend time with your family, you have to kind of marry into this stupidity to even relate to each other. And I don't relate to a lot of people because of that, you know? So, but that's not challenging for me because I don't want to be there anyway. So fuck it. But, yeah, there's no challenge. There's no challenge. But I will say it's like, when you start doing it, you be like, how the fuck was I thinking that? Like, it's kind of weird. Like, it's like a weird, like funny feeling, but it's not a challenge, you know, per se. Next question is, how dare you?
Do you have a question, Kelly?
Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
That's hilarious. Next question. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. What did you experience when you chose yourself for the first time? Happiness. Happiness. What else? How can I break this down? When I chose myself for the first time, I felt wow. I felt wow. 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 I was like, it felt like, whew, I just got like a little tense. But it also felt like I was floating, right? It felt like I wasn't being bombarded by guilt. I wasn't being bombarded by responsibility. I wasn't being bombarded by law. I wasn't being bombarded by judgment. I just chose me. I just chose me. And it was like, I didn't even think about it, to tell you the truth. I was just like, no. And then when I saw the effects of it, I knew it was the right thing to do, and to do that forever, like to never not do that. Um, that shit felt good. That shit felt good. Now, it does come with like backlash because, you know, when you do choose yourself, the people that are around you, especially the ones that depend on you, um, they they hate that. Like, they hate you. You know what I mean? You can start realizing like who actually dislikes you and who only likes the character that was giving to them, that was in their script, you know. Um I love being in my own script, and I don't write no one in my script or out of my script. You can come be a cameo guest if you want. You can come be a co-star. You can do whatever you want, but you can also go do your own shit. But um yeah, it was great. My experience was great. I did experience a lot of so-called friends disappear. I did experience me uh gradually moving from people. I did experience me that second people, you know, didn't exist no more in my being. So, um, but the first experience was happiness. When I chose myself, it was happiness. And then everything after that that came with it was only peacefulness and greatness, and the exact reason why I should continue to choose myself forever. Um, all right, next question. Why do you have such a beautiful owner? That's speaking from me owning Camille, saying that I'm the beautiful one. No, I'm joking. No, thank you. I don't even know how to answer that. I'm not an owner either. I'm a coexistence with him. But yeah, so thank you for that. Um, Another one is, talk about people that waste talents because they dwell on the past. They paralyze themselves. Um, so this can be misinterpreted as being heartless, but I understand what this person is asking or saying. It wasn't a question. So there's a way that you can view the past to make you a better person, and there is a way that you can view the past to cripple you. And I do know, and this person that asked this or said this knows a lot of people that cripple themselves because of the past. I look at that as they were already going to be crippled. They just have this now to be an excuse, right? Um, and I know that that's harsh, but I'm only speaking from the people that I know that have this abundance of talent, and they do not use it, or they minimalize it to the point where um, they can excuse it, and we'd be like, oh, okay. Or they they will paint a picture that has nothing to do with what it is, to try to divert you to see something else. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like, that so made sense in my head when I just said it. But it's like, a lot of people love to show you something else that you will be okay with, knowing that they're not showing you their actual talent, which will amaze more than themselves. You know, that is like kind of damn to me, like damn, because I love when people show all of their talents, because it shows me that they know that others are looking at them. And by others, I mean like the youth, right? I think everybody with talents should always show their full capability of everything that they have, because it helps children look for something more, right? If you're doing a regular, everyday something, the youth will follow that, you know, and then they will feel like they will have to suppress their talents because they will feel like that's not welcome in this world. Well, that's not the truth. You know, we should all be doing everything that we can that has to do with talent. The ones that are talented. I'm not a person to say everybody has talents. I am not one of those people that, oh, everybody has their own talent. No. Some people have talents. Some people have other things that are way more needed. And I hope that they do that, because we need those. Like, for talent to flourish, everything else has to be taken care of. You know, so yeah, but I know what this person is asking, and we know people, both of us, we know people that do that. They dwell in the past, traumas, and, you know, things like that. And I also don't want to be one of those people who are like, you know, I went through a lot of shit too, and, you know, do like the trauma Olympics. But I could also be like, I can also advise that person, because I've been through so much shit as well. And I never use those as excuses of why can I. I mean, you know, a lot of you that view this know my story, and y'all know I'm motherfucking insane. I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to stop trying to be the greatest that I can be. Not better than anybody else, not greater than anybody else, just the greatest me, just the better me. I'm going to always do that. And nothing's going to stop me. Like fucking, you know, accidents, all this shit, like everything, like, you know, my like childhood growth, you know, parenting, nothing's ever going to stop me. No, it's not going to happen. Society, no, nothing's going to stop me from me trying to get as much of my talents out as possible ever. But it is very sad, man. It's sad. It breaks my heart that, it is very sad. It is very sad. I'm sorry. I'm like thinking of like 3 people right now, and that's just getting me like emotional. But yeah, it does break my heart a little bit. Not break my heart. You know what I mean, though. Like that's just like the catchphrase, but it does make me say damn, you know, because I do think like the 3 people that come to my mind immediately, I think they're so important to life, to youth, to themselves, that they only should be doing their talent. They only should be doing their talent, because that shit would like be so great. So great. So great. So great. But yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. We have to stop dwelling on things, for real. We really have to stop dwelling on things, because That's not going to make it any better ever. It's never going to make it better. What I always say is like, try to understand it, right? Don't try to be so, because when you dwell on something, it's because you're so confused by it. You don't know what it is, or you're like, why? Just try to understand it. Try to understand it, and try to know that everything that does occur is just what it is. Now you have to do something with that to get. We have to be better. We have to be better individually. You know, we have to be better, because collectively we are beautiful, 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 beautiful. If we do better individually. Okay, so the last one is, why is your dog giving you the evil eye? Because he a thug. He take after me. We some thugs in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm just joking. But I'm not. I'm a motherfucking thug. Camille 3000, thug. Straight up. Peace. Love y'all.